call this a draw. What the f***'s a draw?
It's kind of like a win, man.
Like I win?
It's a tie, Dell.
Yeah, like we win together, you know?
Well, you. Man.
Hi, I'm Sharonda Williams, and I'm here to tell you about the Amazon MGM movie Roadhouse and help you meet the characters. Don't forget, Roadhouse is now streaming on Prime Video. A reimagining of the 1989 cult classic, Roadhouse delivers an action-packed story focusing on Dalton, an ex-UFC fighter whose life has been filled with violence and pain. Dalton is scouted by Frankie, the owner of a Roadhouse-style bar, who recruits him to be her new bouncer. Frankie hopes that Dalton will be able to protect her bar from an evil crime boss and his dangerous gang. Now Dalton must put his violent skills to the test to protect the Roadhouse and save the town of Glass Keys. As a former UFC fighter, Dalton can definitely take a punch and even the stab. Dalton's reputation precedes him, causing many to back out from fighting against him. He may take a punch or two, but Dalton rarely loses a fight. At the beginning of the story, Dalton doesn't have a phone or even a place to stay as he sleeps in his car. He is not your typical bouncer and is pretty chill as long as you follow the rules. If you don't, he might break your arm, but afterwards he will be sure to take you to the ER. After meeting Frankie, a Roadhouse owner in need of a new bouncer, he heads to Glass Keys to take her up on the job offer. Ellie is a doctor in Glass Keys who is tired of brawlers filling up her ER, thanks to the crime syndicate taking over her town. She is dedicated to helping people, but is also hiding secrets from her past. Ellie initially sees Dalton as another troublemaker, but soon begins to see there is more to his tough exterior. Brandt is a spoiled son of a wealthy crime boss in Glass Keys, and is the small town's main cause of trouble. Brandt uses his family's money and hires henchmen to cause trouble at the Roadhouse, with the goal of putting Frankie out of business. Brandt's plan is working, that is, until Dalton comes to town and starts making life very difficult for him. Frankie is the owner of the Roadhouse, which has been in her family for generations. Her family has a knack for naming things in the literal sense. Don't ask about the name Roadhouse.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why is it called the Roadhouse?
What do you mean?
Is it Roadhouse one word?
Yeah, that's a joke. It's a roadhouse, but it's called the Road House. Get it?
Still unresolved.
Well, I don't know. My uncle had a unique sense of humor.
She cares deeply about her staff in the town of Glass Keys, which is why she hires Dalton to protect them from the town villain Brandt, the son of a crime boss wreaking havoc on her establishment. Knox is a muscle for hire who loves to have fun, especially when it involves getting a little messy. He loves to go clubbing both literally and figuratively. Knox has a crazy sense of humor and doesn't respect anyone's boundaries. He is hired to assist Brandt with taking down the Roadhouse and proves to be a worthy and difficult match for Dalton. Billy is a bartender at the Roadhouse. Don't let the sweet face fool you. Billy isn't afraid to break up a fight or two. When Dalton starts working at the Roadhouse, Billy begins to learn some of his skills so he can take on the rowdy patrons himself. And most importantly, Dalton helps give Billy the confidence to become a better bouncer and fighter. Carter is a popular figure in the underground fighting rings, which ends up getting the attention of Frankie all the way in Florida. He is a badass tattoo fighter who can take out almost anyone until he meets former UFC fighter Dalton. Sam is another one of Brandt's henchmen and isn't very good at his job. Sam is more interested in how he can get himself ahead rather than helping Brandt run his crime business. Reef is recruited by Dalton to help him at the Roadhouse. As Reef studies under Dalton, he becomes even better at taking care of the troublemakers at the bar. Jack is one of Brandt's henchmen, helping to drive patrons away from the Roadhouse. He always follows orders no matter how bad they may be, and will do whatever it takes to make his boss happy. Dell is also a part of Brandt's group of crazy henchmen. He is the ringleader causing trouble every night at the Roadhouse. That is, until Dalton slaps some sense into him. Mo is one of Brandt's henchmen who has been tasked with hassling the Roadhouse. He is an interesting character as he always has helpful responses to share, even when it's for the wrong team. He is a nice guy mixed up with some bad people. Laura is another bartender at the Roadhouse. Don't ask her for a regular coffee because you won't get it. She is a nice person and is willing to help anyone, including Dalton, who gives her hope the Roadhouse can be a safe and enjoyable place once again. Charlie owns a bookstore called Glass Books and can tell you almost anything about the history of Glass Keys. She has a fun spirit and can recommend the perfect book to relate to your life. Charlie loves her hometown of Glass Keys and isn't afraid to stand up to any one of the town bullies who wants to ruin it. And that concludes this Roadhouse edition of Meet the Characters. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, Roadhouse is now streaming on Prime Video.